But your first question, does India value its ties, its relationship with other Asian countries? Just so that you know, I'm coming to Tokyo from Seoul. I was in South Korea for 2 days before I came here. We also have a very, very deep relationship with the ASEAN. In fact, for us, we associate that with what we call the reform period in India, when we opened up our economy and did many more things. And we did that by dealing much more with other countries, other economies in Asia, ASEAN, South Korea, Japan. So the short answer is yes. For us, many other partners in Asia are very important, and we certainly want to take those relationships forward as well. In fact, I gave a speech, by the way, in Korea about the importance of India-Korea relations. It's on the YouTube, so please take a look at it. The second, you spoke about outliers, and your question, can Quad include other countries? First of all, if you add another country to a Quad, it won't be called the Quad anymore. But the answer really is, the four of us have, in some ways we are very dissimilar, but there are many things which bring us together. We are all, four of us currently in the Quad, very strong maritime powers. If you see in the Indo-Pacific, we are located at four corners, almost you can say, of the Indo-Pacific. My own point, why did the Quad work in 2017, was in each case our bilateral relationship had grown very substantially. So in each case, for example, we have today 2+2 defense and foreign affairs interaction as well. So it's not something which you take a decision lightly. There are very good reasons why the four happen to be the four in question. On the issue of Global South, Sri Lanka is a very pertinent example, and I thank you for mentioning it. When Sri Lanka got into economic difficulties, in a way it comes to the first issue we were discussing, that yes, there is a very, this conflict, there's this tragic conflict taking place in Ukraine. But if you look at the consequences of it for the Global South, everywhere in the Global South, energy costs went up, food costs went up, fertilizer costs went up, inflation went up. And a country like Sri Lanka just had everything came together and they had this huge economic crisis. Now, during this period, if you look to see which countries stepped forward to help Sri Lanka, we in India actually put together a package within a matter of a few weeks, in fact a few months, which was $4.5 billion to Sri Lanka in grants and loans. Now, just so that you understand, the IMF package, which took much longer, was less than $3 billion. So our direct bilateral support we gave to Sri Lanka was actually 50% larger than what the IMF gave. And more important, was given in time. It was given at a time when Sri Lanka was really struggling. So we do recognize today, that as a big economy, we have more responsibilities. But I also would like the world to recognize that we may be a big economy, but we are still an economy whose per capita income is below $3,000. So when we give something to the world, it is done with a great deal of sacrifice and really a great effort on the part of people of India. The sense of international obligation is very strong, as I said during vaccination, that while we had not completed our vaccination, yet we gave vaccines. So we take our Global South responsibility very, very seriously.